Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Turner, and today we are back with a Black Ops 4 review. Let's just jump straight into it. So, I've given this game a decent amount of playtime now. I wasn't going to do a review the day after or 2 days after, just because I didn't feel like I'd been able to give it enough playtime. But at the minute, I've got to level 55, prestiged and reset, because I wanted to get the calling card, because I do want to get 100% completion. And then I've got up to first prestige level 45 again. So technically I'm nearly third prestige. I've got about 1.5 days playtime, which I don't think is too bad. You know, I've been enjoying it, so I don't really mind if I'm ranking up slow. Really, all I'm playing is Chaos TDM, so it's just Team Deathmatch and Kill Confirmed. So, you know, I'm not playing the big XP game modes like Dom and Hardpoint. I don't know why. I might play them. Me and my friends have just been playing Chaos TDM, just because purely I just like going for kills, and you know, if you can get a kill confirmed game with like 4 teammates, you just not pick up tags, and yeah, just try go in for kills. But yeah, so there's a few points I want to talk about in this video, and after every point I'm going to rate them from like 1 to 10, what I think about each segment, I guess you could say. So the first point I want to talk about is the guns. The guns in this game are very good. I think they all play very well. However, I believe the hit detection in this game is awful. So, you know, you can have great guns, but I think the hit detection is just going to fuck you over big time. Just because, you know, I feel like I'm shooting dead at kids, but I'm not. So, like, I can't really figure out, like, and I'm just, like, getting slayed out. But that's hit detection, you know, that will come under another segment later. But overall guns, so obviously it's a very AR dominated game. I think everyone can see that. Which is weird in the beta. It was a sub game. You know, if you weren't using a sub, you were getting slayed. I'm not opposed to it being an AR game. I'd like it if they found that balance where you have, you know, a few good ARs, a few good subs. Because in most games you always have a few good ARs, a few good subs, and the rest aren't bad, but they're not as good as, you know, some. You know, like for example in Black Ops 2 you had the Vector SMG, and then you had the MSMC. Obviously the MSMC was better than the Vector, but the Vector could still hold its own weight. You know, it wasn't horrific, but no, yeah, it wasn't great. So, you know, it's just examples like that. If they could sort of find that little bit of balance, because at the minute all I'm getting killed by is ARs, and I don't have a problem with that, but you know, I'm just getting mapped by everyone, so it's not ideal. But overall, I'd have to probably say my favourite guns in the game at the minute are the KN57 and the Hades. The Hades is unreal. If you haven't seen my video yesterday, please go watch it. It's unbelievable. That gun just shreds. That's my favourite gun in the game, and hands down at the minute. It's ridiculous. But I'm not going to use it all the time, so I feel like it's a bit of a cheap gun. You know, I've got it gold now, so I'm just going to leave it and keep going for dark matter. Anyway, so overall, I think I'd probably give the guns a 7. They're good, but they needs a bit of work to get up to like the 8, 9, and 10. But overall, they're pretty solid. Besides the SMGs, that's it. You know, even if they just buff the SMGs and leave everything super powerful, I wouldn't mind that, because there's a lot of health. So then it'd bring the time to kill down, which I personally think is a bit too high at the minute. But you know, we'll talk about that a bit later. Because the second thing I want to talk about is the maps. And I think Treyarch should be counting their lucky stars that they put in the 4 remake maps. Saying COD, I think the most crucial things in the game that you can have are guns, maps, and kill streaks. If you've got them 3 all locked down, you should be alright. Like, just as a game, you should be quite good. Instead of giving the guns a 7, they're nearly, they could get to a 10, just a little bit of tweaking. Yeah, if Treyarch didn't add the remake maps, I think we'd be in trouble this year. Don't get me wrong, there are some maps I like. I like Arsenal, I like Frequency, I like Morocco, stuff like that. I do like them, but they don't. You can evidently see they sort of shot themselves in the foot a little bit, because you can see how much better the old maps play against the new maps. And this is a new game. These maps were built for a different game, and they play better. They play so much better. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, because I've got memories on the old maps, because obviously I've played old CODs, and Black Ops 2 was my favourite COD, which had Summit in as uplink. It had firing range in as studio, and obviously it had just slums in as slums. The only one I didn't have was Jungle, but I remember Jungle as well from Black Ops 1 when I think I was 8 or 9 playing that map. So I was a little kid just, you know, running around like a headless chicken playing Jungle. I didn't know what I was doing. I could barely aim in. And it's just little things like that. I've got memories on all these old maps. So I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be more biased towards them. But I've heard a lot of people in the community say that these maps save the game, map-wise. And I don't think they're that wrong. I really don't. I put out there, I've said if Treyarch just dropped all the Black Ops 2 maps, I can't really remember most of the BO1 maps. As I said, I was 8 or 9. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I played COD like an hour a week tops, just because I didn't know what to do, so I jumped on my Xbox. But Black Ops 2, I had over 100 days playtime, so yeah, I know that game like the back of my hand. If they even just added Raid, Standoff, I'm probably going to say, no, I'm not going to say Yemen. Why am I forgetting all the names of the maps now? You can see how long it's been since I played Black Ops 2. I think Raid, Standoff, I'd grind. I'd still add firing range back as studio, just so you got two options, because that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Just to have both of them. So Raid, Standoff, grind. Let's see, we don't need to add studio, but if you want to, you can do it. Express, I quite liked Express. And I'm trying to think of the last one. Why can I not remember? I haven't played Black Ops 2 in nearly a year now, so excuse me, I'm sorry. Maybe Carrier. Carrier was good. Even if they added another 5, and then we got 9 solid maps. And I can guarantee if they added them 5, all the actual Black Ops 4 new maps would get knocked out of the rotation. I'll put anything on it, just because of how good they will play. You know, overall, I'm probably going to give the maps I've got to give them a 5, just because, you know, I somehow always get to play the old maps, which I'm not going to complain about, just because they do play the best. And I don't know if I'm being biased, but, you know, I'm giving the maps a 5. Treyarch, I feel like they've lost it a little bit with making new maps, but, you know, just add the Black Ops 2 maps in would be great. So the next thing I want to talk about is the kill streaks. The kill streaks in this game are actually really good, and it's refreshing. This is the first time we've had really good kill streaks. I don't even think the BO3 kill streaks are that good, since I say Black Ops 2. And Black Ops 2 kill streaks, if you don't remember them, if you've never played it before, I mean, if you got a Swarm in Black Ops 2, which was the top kill streak, I think on average you'd probably get like 10 to 12 kills with it, minimum. You know, the kill streaks in that game were proper. They went off. Stealth choppers. You know, if you were just running like non-lethals like UAV counter VSAT or UAV VSAT EMP, it's just little things like that. Like they changed the game for people. And you know, when someone is going off, they deserve to be rewarded. You know, if someone's going off against me, I don't want them to not call in their kill streaks because they're going off. You know, it's not fair that they don't get the proper good kill streaks. I can't figure out why they haven't got a VSAT in this game. I can't figure it out for the life of me. VSAT, I feel like, should have been in every COD since Black Ops 2 when Black Ops 2 introduced it. It was in Black Ops 3. I don't think it's been in any other COD since. I can't figure out why there's not a VSAT. You know, the VSAT is 12 kill streak, and you can actually see on the minimap which way they're facing. It's great. You know, there should always be a VSAT in COD, and even an EMP, I think, because the amount of equipment everyone has, just because they're specialists that can kill you. You know, if you chuck in an EMP, gets taken away, and people wouldn't be able to use their specialists, stuff like that. It changes the game and dynamics of the game, and makes everyone, you know, sort of, I think, play a lot better, just because they need to learn how to play against something like that. You know, I think the kill streaks are solid, but I think that they could add some, which you know, they might do. I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen with everything in regards to adding new stuff this year. So we're just going to wait and see, have a little look. But overall, if I had to rate the kill streaks, I'm going to give them another 7. They're like the guns. They're good, but they could do either, or not necessarily improvements like the guns. Just add like VSAT and EMP, I think, and then we'd be sweet. The lethal kill streaks actually get kills, which is good. It's refreshing. So, you know, yeah, I think we're at about a 7. I feel like I'm rating these really like harshly, and it's making it sound like it's not that great. Because at the minute we're at what, 19 out of 30. yeah, I think I need to be a bit more generous, I guess you could say, because I really do like the game. Which leads me on to my next point: how the game plays. So I've already sort of said this in the maps. Game plays better on the old maps, personally. I think. I think the hit detection needs to get sorted out. It's not that good, but you know, stuff like that can just get tweaked. I still do believe that like Infinity Ward do have the best hit detection in their games. The hit detection in Ghost was unbelievable. I can't really remember Infinite Warfare because I played it for an hour and then never played it again. But no, yeah, I do know that track record wise, Infinity Ward do have a better hit detection. I don't know if they will fix it. They should do, just because, you know, I feel like I'm shooting at kids for ages and they just turn around and drop me. My bullets just aren't connecting, stuff like that. It's not ideal, especially like when you're on a big kill streak and you're just spraying at kids and it just seems like nothing's happening. So, you know, let's say, talked about hit detection, talked about how the maps play. That's really, I can't really think about what else plays. Just overall, I think the game plays quite well. You know, it's nice. Most maps. There are some that are just a bit all over the place, but most 3-lane maps, like the old maps, play amazing. 3-lane maps have always played the best in COD since really they were introduced. Just because you've either got kids going one way, the other, and the other, and it's just obviously there's little bits in between that you can get in and get up on people. But essentially, it's like team running one way, team running the other, just going for each other, which is what fundamentally, if I could say it, COD is. You know, one team trying to beat the other in kills. You know, team deathmatch. So, you know, the most basic game mode is one team trying to kill the other. It's what all the noobs play. So that's it. You know, obviously you do have DOM stuff like that. But you know what I mean? That's fundamentally what it is. It's one team trying to kill the other, and when you got 3-lane maps, it's a lot more competitive because you do just you see who's got the best gun skill, because essentially you're just running into each other. That's all you're ever doing. Whereas if you've got maps that essentially have no flow, you know, you're sort of, I don't know, just going all skew whiff. But yeah, overall the game played. What do I reckon out of 10? I'm going to give it an 8. I think if they sorted the hit section, I think we'd be at 10. The game does play quite good. Take out the fucking mesh mines, and what is that? One more thing. What is that specialist with the riot shield that he can shoot through? That's ridiculous, man. It shouldn't be in the game. Whoever said it needs to be in the game, I don't know what you were thinking, man. That's dumb. That's so dumb. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to give it an 8. Probably tweak a few of the specialists. Make that one with the riot shield so you can shoot through the face panel and you can only get headshots on him. Then I think it's fair. But if you genuinely can't hit him, you know, it's a bit unfair, isn't it? But yeah, I can't really say anything on Blackout just yet, nor Zombies, because I haven't just purely haven't been able to give them enough playtime. You know, it's just one of them, isn't it? I haven't really played it. I'm in love with the multiplayer at the minute, because for me the multiplayer feels like old school COD. So overall, let's give my overall out of 10. I'm gonna give it an 8. It feels like COD is coming back. It just needs a few little tweaks, which, you know, the game's a week old. It's gonna need tweaks. It's gonna need balancing, stuff like that. I think definitely add some more remake maps. Because I'd be happy, because I'd imagine this is probably going to be the last Black Ops now, if this becomes essentially a best of Black Ops, and just start adding all the old guns, chucking like the old M8, the AN94, the FAMAS, you know, MSMC, but the MP7, stuff like that. Add them all in eventually. If this is going to be a best of Black Ops, and probably, you know, going to end up being a 3-year game, just add them in. Please, it'll be great. You know, what have you got to lose? If people complain, take them out. Obviously, people aren't going to see this. My view's really different. I'm quite into, let's test it, see how it goes, and then go from there. But, you know, obviously they're trying to make it the most profitable they can. So I don't know how my ideas play into that. I just think let's make it a best of Black Ops, because evidently it is going to be the last Black Ops. It doesn't even have a campaign anymore. So it's all multiplayer, it's all, you know, everyone playing online with each other. And, you know, I'm not opposed to that. But even, like, if we go on zombies, add all the old BO2 DLC maps, stuff like that. Just, why not, man? If it's going to be the last one, let's go out with a bang. You know, Black Ops has been the best series, I think. Personally, for me, I preferred it to the Modern Warfare series, just because I played it a lot more. But no, yeah, I think this game could turn into the best of Black Ops, and it could be fucking incredible. But no, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter and my Twitch. Links on screen at the end of the video. I said that yesterday, but I forgot to put them on screen. I was like, fuck. But my computer takes too long to render, so I was like, I'm not going to re-render it. I'll just bring it up in tomorrow's video. But no, yeah, so links in description. It'll be on screen at the end of the video. If you guys like Black Ops 4, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment, all that good shit. Peace.